I'm Evan Thomason for This Week in Santa Clarita. Right now I am joined with Harry Corder, project manager for the new Old Town Newhall Library. Harry, we're on the site where we were a few months ago when we talked about this project when we were just getting started on it. Looks a little bit different now.
Yeah, Evan, the last time we were here we had just demoed the building and removed the buildings, and we still had the slabs of the foundation of the buildings. And if you remember, we still had the street was here, Spruce Avenue. Well, as you can see, since that time, we've removed all the slabs, removed the street. We're standing on what is the actual, what's called the rough grade or the pad for the Old Town Newhall Library. This spot that we actually are standing, the rough grading contractor dug down some 15 feet and recompacted to a level of about 2 foot higher than the existing curbs on Lyons Avenue. So we're all ready to receive the building slab for the Old Town Newhall Library.
Okay, so this was the first phase was getting a lot of the infrastructure around, and the grading was the sort of the second phase of the actual construction of this project. Looking around the site where we are now, two things are pretty obvious. Number one, this is a pretty big footprint.
Yeah, it really is hard to realize when you're out here until you stand on this pad site. So the top of the slope that we're standing, as you can see, it is large. This is a over 30,000 square foot building, approximately 15,000 square foot first floor. And now that you've got the slab or this rough grading pad built up, you can see that this is quite large. The other areas outside of this, and as you can look around to where the fencing is, that would be parts of the parking lot. The fence is there now to obviously keep the people out and the public safe. And then we are ready for the general contractor for the library, which is out for bid right now. And we're anticipating that council will approve, if we're successful getting some good bids in November. They'll approve that new project, which will be the next phase in December, and we'd start the first of the year to build the Old Town Newhall Library.
And for those people that are looking at this at home, they can see the sticks and the markers that are in the background, and those would indicate where the edges of the library are going to go.
Right, the edges is what we refer to as the top of slope. The little flags you see and the stakes you see in the ground is where our surveyors came back in, and we surveyed it to ensure that our contractor met our specs exactly and put the building pad exactly where it was designed to be.
Can you talk about how the streetscape will be incorporated? And the streetscape, I believe, starts on 9th Street or 8th Street, and it's going to come all the way up here to the literally edge of the library.
Yes, when actually that work for the streetscape is just now finishing up on Lyons and Main. They'll put in the rest of the curb. They'll put in the new signal, and then the library contractor will build the landscaping and the parking lot around the library. The whole design and the whole intent always was to keep the connection between Old Town Newhall and the residential north of the library or north of 11th Street. So it will be a connecting. It won't be anything that would be a barrier to keep from the pedestrians or the people from getting to Old Town Newhall or vice versa. I mean, we're actually anticipating and have every reason to believe that this will draw people from all over the valley to the Old Downtown Newhall and to come to this library, to check books out, to sit and read, to sit and use their computers from our Wi-Fi. Now, this will be a destination spot for the entire valley.
Well, I know it's also going to be seen, it's envisioned to be an anchor point for future business and redevelopment down here as well. Harry, there's a lot of aspects to this. One is the city purchased some property, and we're going to go take a look at it right now. So, Harry, we're standing on a different area of the property right now, and this, what we're standing on right now is property that the city council purchased for the purpose of expanding the footprint of the library.
Yes, Evan, this was a recent purchase. This is east of the library. We've taken down all the buildings in preparation of this being a parking lot. This will be the parking for the library. It'll be landscaped. This actually carries the library site all the way over from say Spruce Street to Railroad Avenue.
And this used to be an old automotive usage right here, and we can see some of the old street. Now, what are we seeing behind us?
Well, to your back, or actually left, is Old San Fernando Road, and that will be taken out when we do the parking lot. We immediately, a few moments ago, we were on the library pad site, and that we saw one side of the fence. Now this would just be a continuation of the parking lot.
And we see some work going on behind us as well. What's going on right now?
Well, the work immediately behind us is part of the streetscape. That project goes all the way down lines from Main on lines down to Railroad Avenue, which they'll modify the signal. They're widening lines. They've already done some of the demolition of this property that was city property, and they're right now putting the curb in. The actual contractor you're seeing now are the electrical contractors. I believe they're putting in the signal work for that project.
Okay, and once again, the project is out to bid for the construction project. And when are we going to see construction potentially start here?
Well, the bid's open for the library on November 15th. If council awards the project in December, we'll start construction 1st of January.
Okay. Harry, I want to thank you for joining us. If you'd like to know more about the new Old Town Newhall Library, check out the city's website at santa-clarita.com. For This Week in Santa Clarita, I'm Evan Thomason.